Hello, y'all. Hopefully you can hear us now. I'm not sure what was up with that one. Must have hit something, but my mic wasn't off, so I don't know. Maybe it was a glitch. So, maybe it was a glitch. How's everybody's day going? So I started a new one. We'll see if anyone comes in. Alrighty. Whew, I gotta turn the heat down for a minute. I'm gonna end up with an unnatural heat flash.
Huh?
Hot flash. So turn the heat down because it's gonna end up with an unnatural hot flash.
Holy cow, that wind is something. So the guy and I was just talking about, he goes, wasn't it 74 degrees yesterday? I said, somewhere around there. He goes, I gotta go find the snow shovel.
That's what I'm thinking. Is our snow shovel, do we have one, or?
Oh, I've got a square point.
And it's probably in
Hey,
storage.
Donna Lee.
Hey, Donna Lee.
No, it's sitting out on the other side of the porch.
We had just a pop-up. Winter has officially arrived, and then somehow my mic got messed up, so we just restarted the live.
Did you go in and free the other one up?
No.
Okay.
No, I figured you would. Yeah, the roads are crazy. Crazy. Where it should be slick, it isn't. And where it shouldn't necessarily be slick this time of the day with the traffic, it is. So it's just, you know, it is what it is. It's part of living up here. And when we lived in South Central Kansas, we always said if the storm stayed on the trajectory of I-70 and north, we was good. So we end up typically with a lot of storms up here. Snowfall and all that good stuff. But we actually haven't had a good snowfall yet. I heard it click.
Yeah, I know. Give me a second. I was freeing the other video up to public.
Thank you. So how is everybody? Has anyone got anything interesting they're doing today? We ran in to get some milk and stuff to make chicken and dumplings, so
I should have put it over 3/4 of a tank. It's 15 gallons.
Yep, it's almost full.
Yeah.
I'm putting that down on
Yep.
the floor for a minute. I'm just gonna sit here for a second.
You're good. Grab all my stuff, get myself situated, continue drinking my shake.
Dude, you haven't finished your shake?
No, because I got chunks of banana in it.
And Dawn did say she does have some still in her inventory, so I'll be reaching out to her for that. She's got a show this afternoon, y'all. I think she's going to be starting in about an hour, actually. So I will definitely have to hit her up for that, because that's essential. I cannot get it anywhere up here for the price I can get it with her. That includes the shipping. So I'll wait another hot minute and then we'll get going. I just need my feet. I need my driver's foot not to be as heavy and as cold as it is.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I have definitely got to find some snow shoes, snow boots. That was a thing I was supposed to do last year.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe we'd make it to a winter with just rain. You know, it was raining last night.
Yeah, it was cray-cray. It's probably why everything's slick as it is it rained last night. I wasn't even thinking about that.
the way it always is up here. Hey, let's rain or mist for 2 days and then freeze and snow.
Right. Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and make our trek back to the village. So buckle up your seats. We're getting ready to go. Yeah, we have DoorDash up here. But that's a huge. The fees are just too much for me.
What was it that when Jess ordered DoorDash to the house that time? What it would have cost us if we'd have drove into the restaurant was almost $30 cheaper than paying DoorDash to bring it out to the village. And in an emergency, DoorDash is there, but it would have to be a pretty good emergency. It'd have to be where we just didn't have a vehicle to get into town.
Yeah. A lot of people out there in the village, a lot of your military spouses, a great many of them either don't have a second vehicle or the spouse doesn't have a driver's license. So I would say about maybe 20% get DoorDash and all that good stuff, and not because of laziness, but just because they don't have a form of transportation. And most of them make a good order, whatever it is. Groceries is a huge one.
That'd be the only way I do DoorDash, is if it was groceries and you could do like $100 worth of groceries. So the downfall to those sensors being bad, I don't think the ABS works.
I know. It just means we're going to take it slow going out.
I've got a bad wheel sensor, and I haven't had a chance to crawl under and see if I can clean them real good.
Oh, wow.
What'd she say?
She said that it does get costly. Everyone uses it there. Yeah, I would say, at least in my neighborhood, at least 20%. So, I mean, statistically, it's probably closer to 50-50.
And you know what's psychotic about that? When I tried to do Uber Eats delivery, when we first moved up here, everything I would pick up here out here and have to drive all the way to Post with it, and I wasn't making squat off of that. But yet, if you go to make an order and have it delivered out there, it's like $30.
Right.
So DoorDash is making some serious money off of people.
Yeah. Yeah, DoorDash up here, unless you can do it full time.
And do it in a vehicle that's economic.
And do it in a vehicle. This is talking with a lot of seasoned DoorDash folks and Uber and all that. Just a day, typically, without tips, only covers your expense of your gas, barely. When we moved up here, Mr. didn't have work. We moved up here after couch surfing, floor surfing for 4 months with relatives and friends. And we had enough to get the place. And so he attempted to DoorDash a few days, but then we realized we were actually being out more just with him doing that versus, actually making anything. So, and a lot of that is because DoorDash for Manhattan is a 30-mile perimeter minimum.
You end up with a lot on Post.
So, yeah, you end up with a lot on Post, and not everybody tips. I guess they think that, whatever app they're using, that they pay the driver well. Well, they don't. So, yeah, we're just taking it easy because we be driving on bald tires for, about a year now.
Well, I ended up where I was going to need to do tires on both vehicles.
Well, it was last winter. Then the last winter, we knew we needed to replace them.
Yeah, they're starting to wear out.
But that's just because of everything we do. We put a lot of mileage on our vehicles for ministry outreach. Typically,
December. When I think how many miles I put on driving back and forth into Manhattan every day for work.
Yeah, just to come to work.
And it's like, what, 12 miles from our door to where I worked. And I did that both directions, so 24 miles a day at 5 days a week. So I was putting on 100 and...
Do you think the highway's going to behave around that corner?
I think so. I think you'll be all right as long as you just go gentle.
I just know it claims a lot of vehicles, and I'm not worried about me, but I definitely would be worried about someone taking me out.
Hoping maybe we're at the end of that snow squall and we don't have any more coming down and we can get home. The sky's lightening up a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
the sky is lightening up a little bit, isn't it?
Like last year, this is how the storm came in last year. They were calling for, what was it, up to 3 inches of snow on top of ice. And that's why everyone was in a hurry to get home. And then that sucker come in and it dropped 3 foot of snow. So.
Yeah, so typically when we get warnings, we listen to them.
I just have to get in the chat.
Yeah, you'll just have to get in the chat, mister, because my screen's so small, it's hard to read. I can usually just tell who it is.
Oh, no, that's cool. Donna Lee says Uber now offers a car rentals to work, so you can work using one of their cars.
Oh, no, that's cool. That's cool, for sure. I know a lot of folks use, at least up here, I know it's not...
Hey, Kraken.
I know it depends on where you're at. Y'all, I'm taking this just lightly because this is where a lot of cars just go off.
So Kraken says, hey everyone, I'm finally leaving the hospital. You've been in the hospital, man.
Huge prayers, Kraken.
Huge prayers. I hope y'all are doing well, but I think I'm going to need to take a nerve pill after watching drive in the snow. Yeah, you and I both.
Dude, I'm doing 20 under.
I just know this hill likes cars.
Alright, behave, please. Now I'm nervous.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, this is not going to be fun to travel this evening when the sun is gone.
Well, that's why I ain't going nowhere this evening.
Right.
There's one joy to not having a job right this second. Roads are bad? Fine. Got what I need at home, we're good.
It's still ice, but it's not like it was around that, so...
That's usually there in this corner right here that likes to eat cars.
Yeah, and then right there in front of the airport, too.
Yeah, well, that just turns into an ice field.
Yep, no, we're just taking it easy going home.
Kraken had sleep study the last few days.
I'm glad you got that done with Bud. I know you had mentioned something a while back that they were wanting to do one, so glad you were able to get that done. I know when my mama had hers done and they got her set up with what she needed so she could be able to sleep appropriately, it was a game changer for the good for her. And the same with my cousin Brian. Quality of life definitely ramped up. Remember when Brian got set up?
Yeah.
He started having more energy. I couldn't keep up with him. But that's the difference between being able to have a quality of sleep and being able to get the oxygen.
He said, don't help, I couldn't get comfortable enough to actually sleep. You know, my hospital stay was kind of that way. It's like, hey, you need to rest. Man, I can't lay in this bed more than about 2 hours, guys.
You know, I don't I don't know anybody, honestly, except for maybe one person that ever said that they were able to actually get comfortable enough to sleep for a sleep study.
Well,
And that would have been, that was Grandma.
Your mom did in Lahana.
Oh, was it?
Because of how they did it in Lahana. It was like going into a hotel room, remember?
Oh, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, in Colorado, the place her mom had her last sleep study there, the hospital has rooms set up that's like literally walking into a hotel room. And that's what it feels like when you walk in. It's like a hotel room. So you actually sleep and rest like you're in a hotel. It's a real bed, not a hospital bed. It's, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it was an insurance, if it was like Medicare or whatever. I do know it was during the peak of COVID, so there's probably that added aspect. They would send the machines home.
Yeah.
They would show you how to do it, and then I always wondered how accurate it was, though, because you didn't have
an excise field coming right here in front of the airport. So.
All right, I'll just slow down. Got bigger vehicles in front of me in a way, and if they ain't speeding, there ain't no reason why I'm doing it. You know, that's the difference between having a backup vehicle and not.
That ain't no joke. I think that's a lot of my nerves with driving on the slickness is the idea that there isn't a backup vehicle. If something goes bad, we are deep, deep doo-doo.
Yeah. Stuff can make a lot happen. Making another vehicle appear, that requires a fans only page. And that isn't even joking. But, well, Kraken, if you're feeling up to it, Wednesday evening, we're doing our monetization party. It's a community event.
Hey, Fairbricks.
Hey, Fairbricks. Welcome in. Thank y'all for hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. And we're about 2 miles from the exit. Maybe it's 1.5 miles, but
and the road's actually pretty decent shape for what it usually is when it does that, because usually right there in front of the airport just gets bad.
Yeah, they called that one the wrong way. But, you know, I already see it clearing off on the horizon a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
It's alright. I'm good with that. I really am good with not having a solid winter this year, guys. I really am.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to have the freeze and we have to have a little bit of snow to kill things that don't need to be alive all year round. But, you know, mainly if anyone hunts any wild game, you know, you need the freezing cold to kill mites. Why you don't hunt rabbits until it freezes and snows.
Yep. Fort ready. Next exit. When I say that we put our heads 200 yards off the eastern boundary, I literally mean it, y'all. I am going to flip around because this is an identifying tag, and I don't do that. It's active duty. Who knows if they're ever going to be on YouTube or whatever else, but it's just what we do.
Hi, Robin.
Hey, Robin, welcome back, girl. Yeah, we started a new one because I went through and pushed every button I could. My mic didn't show that anything was wrong with it, but, you know, things glitch all the time, so. I'm going to show y'all where the boundary is from us. I'm just going to take a minute to get there. Maybe a few, but hey.
Good aspect is this curve isn't even bad, and it usually gets treacherous right here on this little curve.
Didn't I bring a drink? Maybe not. I'll just get one that I've been sipping on for a couple days here.
I don't know, the only thing I brought, I poured me a fresh cup of coffee and then you wanted to leave.
Dude, it said roads were going to be impassable in 45 minutes. It's 40 minutes on the road anyways when we go. Minimum. So, hey. I mean, I could grab more stuff, but I know we've got enough to tide over. And,
well, we by no means would starve even if we got blizzarded in for a week.
Dude, we wouldn't starve because we have parents that taught us how to make canned beans and
true story.
all that good stuff. I need to make a pot of those. I need to make a pot of oxtail soup too.
Uh-huh.
So when the roads aren't an issue, I'll show y'all the original gate, but it has to be done during a time when base traffic and all that is unidentifiable, because that's one thing about an installation. The roadways, their entry points, that is a federal law no. And yes, some people, spouses, film all of that. But I can assure you, their signs, they mean what they say.
Well, it's kind of like, we were down in Oklahoma. We were at that Ollie's, and they had a drone for like $60. It had the cameras and everything on it. I thought that'd be really cool, but I might get in trouble over here for using it.
Not this close. And you would be alright if you went to the park.
Right.
But the chances that you're going to catch someone in fatigues, is higher over there, because that's where they do their off-post PT.
And look on the bright side. We're pulling into the park.
Yeah. And no one's out because it's cold, so I could show y'all. So
let's go all the way up to the edge.
I'm going to. So this is me eyeballing 200 yards. Give me just a second. So right here to that tree line is how far the boundary is.
That's not 200 yards. That's 100 yards. It's about a football
And now that it's fall/winter, we might be able to see the boundary marks. They're small. They're like any federal boundary mark that just says U.S. federal boundary, do not cross type of stuff. Trust me, you don't want to. So, let's see. Hey, there is a cardinal. I don't know. There's two of them. Let me see if I can get them. I don't know that I can. Give me a second. They're right.
Yeah, I can see just the tail off of one.
They're in the brush, so it's hard to see.
One just flew off.
But yeah, that tree right there, that's the boundary.
Yeah, just on the middle of that creek bed.
And let's see. I know there's boundary markers because we found them before, but it's been a minute. But yeah, this creek, Dry Creek usually, that's the boundary between our neighborhood and Fort Riley. So, I'm going to flip it around just because I've got a lot of active duty neighbors. And their stuff is very identifiable. So
You don't say. We live in the first property set off of Post.
literally. Yeah, there's a way when I'm on Fort Riley in the evening times and the lights are on for places on post, and then you'll see some smaller lights. That smaller light, that's our neighborhood. From the hill, it doesn't look like it's separate, but it is. So.
Should have went and checked mail.
You got your keys?
I do. I grabbed them before we left.
We're gonna go check mail because I know I should have
Well, and I know I've got labels.
I was trying to think of who I had anything from. Angie's came in.
Right.
So it wouldn't be from her.
Maybe it's the extra package from Giovanni that hasn't come in yet.
It could be. It could be. Alright, we're gonna go check mail, but Lord have mercy, yes, it's cold. But Steph's having a hot flush. The good thing is my toes are almost thawed out, so I just gotta get some snow boots that are comfortable that I ain't gonna pull my rear with.
See, I've got my work boots that I can always use in the snow if I need to.
Yeah. That full last month still got my back jacked up. But
Well, and we haven't had the money to go get anything put back into place. Mine's been screwed for 3 months.
yeah, we'll get there.
Yes, we will, one way or another.
We just gotta get through the first couple weeks of January. So. So what's everyone doing today? Is anyone going live? I know Dawn is scheduled, I think, in about 40 minutes. I think it's her and Tia and Nana's today. And we need to close that box when we come back. It was open when we left.
Okay.
Just that way anything that's in a box don't get wet.
Oh, man. So Robin says, many years ago, her dumbass drove through Fort Gordon with a loaded 9mm in her car door. And she was speeding and got lit up by a MP.
Dude! Dude!
I always love when they ask, do you have any weapons? No, but there might be a knife or two somewhere in the vehicle. I'm not going to lie to nobody. That's usually what I tell them.
Yeah, I usually have something, but usually it's just so if we get stranded somewhere on the road and we need a blade, we've got one. I mean, when we was sleeping in the van, yeah, we did that a number of times too when we were houseless. We carried a shotgun with home defense rounds, meaning the hole goes in this small but comes out that big. Hey, it looks like we got a couple packages. And we got a slip or two saying, hey, you'll have to come in on Monday.
I'll have to come back tomorrow for whatever's in our box, or in the post office side.
Right. The rest of it, here. They've been trying to call me, but they won't tell me what they want, so I won't return the call. Okay, give me a minute.
Can I go ahead and open it?
Yeah, just don't say anything. Oh, that's why. My doctor's out of town for my appointment next month. That's good, because we ain't coming back till that day anyway, so. We gotta go to Colorado.
So it's nothing bad, just showing.
Okay, sweet. Going Lord of mercy. 25 done a lot. 2026 needs to behave. Alright, and then packages from, oh, that's your package. This, what? Ooh, this is from Josie.
Remind me never to buy labels from Temu again.
Why? Why? Because they didn't put a box inside the poly bag. They put the item in. Dude.
They work though.
They'll work, and you know, you did it. So, can you open that for me?
The difference buying labels from here versus Walmart is Walmart's what, $16 for 500, and I was able to order from Temu for $4.
Yeah, it cost me 15. Well, probably about $16 with tax to get a box of labels up here. I went ahead and pulled the trigger the other day because I knew I was going to need them, and we weren't sure where those were in the mail system. So maybe I'll just take those back. I got the receipt.
Yeah? I'm working on it. I have no strength in my arms, so.
You're fine.
The hand that normally would have all the
Y'all,
pressure.
we got to do a quick unboxing from Josie's place. Whoop, whoop, what can it be? Well, from Josie, it is jewelry. I want to say I think it's a necklace, but a lot's happened, between then and now, so quite literally two pieces, awesome. Here, let me set it back so I can show y'all. So it's like that. Oh yeah, it's the brooches. One's a JJ. So not necklaces, it's brooches. And one's a JJ. And she marked it, or whoever she got it from marked it. Either way, it lets me know, and I do see the mark. So this is the JJ brooch. Isn't that cute? It's just cool. And this one, I think it's unmarked, but it's still cool. And it's an apple. And it's got the stones for, it's got two different purple stones, it looks like. And, August. August's birthstone. I forget what it's called, but sweet. So, get a package, yeah. Once every, I would say, about every other month I get something usually from her. So, usually I get stuff from her when she's on the ladies. That would be Dawn, Southern Finds, and Teresa, that would be Yarn Again.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, welcome in. We got a weather alert. Just stay off the roads after such and such time because of this winter storm, and I mean it's all but gone already. So
Hi, Magic Mama.
hey, Magic Mama, welcome in, y'all. Thank you for being here. Hit the thumbs up if you would, please. And I think I've got it on subscribers only, so it may not, but I think I do. So.
Oh no, I'm going in and subbing to people as they come in.
Miss Kirby subbing to y'all, and then of course I'll go back through and I connect with everybody as long as, they ain't crazy creating chaos.
I connect even to those, man. The trolls that come in and cause problems, I've got most of them subbed.
Lord have mercy, mister.
I try to sub pretty much to anybody that comes in chat.
When we get parked in the driveway, y'all, I will look and see if there's anyone live right now. It's early enough in the day, it's hard to tell. I know people be adjusting their times because, you gotta, it's a change of season. There's not enough light in the day for ain't nothing. There's many times this month that was dark by 4 o'clock here.
Yeah, I don't like this time of year. Hey, Lena.
Hey, Lena. Welcome in, girl. Lena. So, girl, nothing changed as far as your ship. Just know that. So everything's coming. There is a reason why you did not get a shipping invoice, because your shipping was already covered, girl. Sometimes
We
I really
reweighed
do.
everything last night, and 9 out of 10 people, even though the weight went up, the price of the package did not. So
Right. Well, take for instance, y'all, if so, I mean, it depends on the carrier too. Sometimes, and depending on the size of the box. But here I go losing my thoughts.
we were talking about weight, shipping.
Yeah, weight and shipping. Being able to combine everything. Last night, Mr., because, we double checked everything before we started sending invoices to make sure we had updated everything correctly. And I was like, Mister, did you put shadows tops in when you calculated the weight? And he's like, so went ahead and did that, and bam, you were still under.
And yeah, we're in the park, so
Yeah, we're in the park. Here, I'm going to turn you all around because I could show this part. So this is the boundary. Mister says it's less than 200 yards.
it's about 100 yards from our house, 100 to 120 yards.
And when we came through a minute ago, there was
2 robins.
There was 2 red cardinals. So there is a robin right there, but it's the same color as the brush. Let me see if I can focus in on them though. I see they're playing in this little area. But yeah, we had 2 red cardinals together, so take that for what it is, y'all. I take it as a sign, but it's all cool. Alright, I'm gonna zoom out. So this tree right here, that is the boundary for Fort Riley. And so what you can't see behind the brush is the horse quarters for the color guard. That's what's over there. It's all their stalls. And I can't film it. I'm not authorized to film it even when I'm on post, so.
But you can always look up Fort Riley, Kansas, and they've got all the color guard and horse.
And as far as I know, the horses are still here. So we'll see what they do about all that. So that's the cavalry horses. Yeah, Fort Riley kept the cavalry horses all the way to 2025. Well, it's going to go into 2026, but I'm just looking at the birds. We only have a couple trees in here. This is one of them. Let's see, there's 1 there, 2, 3,
Yeah, when they
4,
designed this park,
5.
they
5 trees
they
in the
knocked
whole
everything
park.
out of the trailer park and started stacking them for money.
Yeah, our trailer is as close to either neighbor that we can hear our neighbors and they can hear us.
As you're walking to the
As
house.
we're walking through the house. They're show houses, meaning there is no installation in them. But I tell you what, when you're couch surfing and floor surfing, that's where you put your mattress on someone's floor. And you do that for about 4 months, you take what you can afford. So.
And it's not bad.
It's not bad other than there's no carpet, so the extreme weather is crazy.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like, I mean, I know it's not the way it was even when we were kids. When we were kids, you knew your neighbors, you knew your neighbor's neighbor.
Hey, I know our neighbor here.
Well, yeah, and we know the ones across over here.
I know the ones across the street.
These just moved in not even a month ago. That one just moved out. And then
we
know that one.
those ones because last winter
we helped shove them out.
Shove them out of the road because it was crazy. Not knowing that their baby was in the vehicle. And when I say baby, he was 3 years old, but still. 3-year-old and totally acted grown by then. Very polite, everything. His name's Billy. And I can say that because y'all never
He's
know
a
who
fun little
Billy
kid.
is. But yes, he is a fun kid. Billy and his mama walked down a few days after that, and that's when I learned about Billy being in the truck that day. And
Yeah, they walked down and gave us, what was it, like 3 pounds of meat?
yeah, farm raised meat.
Because we helped shove them out. I was like, man, we didn't do it for that. You're a neighbor.
And she's like, we know you didn't, but this is an appreciation gift, so we accepted it. Let's see who's on, y'all.
Yeah, that's why Skylar, when we say, man, the house is shaking because the boys are playing next door, or, I make the comment, Mom, the boys are fighting again. Yeah, we live close enough that when they're actually training with the big artillery, our whole house shakes from it. So
yeah, John is scheduled to be going live here at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. Let's see, who else? Dude, have you seen Jessica's post?
I haven't.
It's her LOL post. It says, worry is in the trash bag. It's dumpster, y'all. So, worry's a trash bag and it's been tossed. Drama has been tossed. Fear has been tossed in the dumpster. Doubt has been tossed in the dumpster. Pride and anger. And the dumpster says, don't forget to take out the trash before 2026. Y'all, I can add one to that. Everybody, before you go to bed, before the strike of midnight on New Year's Eve, go to the bathroom. Trust me, do not haul, a load of into 2026 because we're done with it. We're gonna put 2025 to bed, and we're definitely going to remember the good times. We're going to remember the moments where our community, our friends, stood with us without even being asked to, and just being human. Let's see, I'm going down, y'all. I'm just trying to see who else. Maybe I should hit subs. Memberships today. Let's go to live. We'll see who's live. We've got Mike Nelson. We've got BDBGP. Yeah, those are probably ones y'all aren't familiar with. We got Kaleidoscope of Happiness that's on. Yeah, I'm actually subbed to a lot of areas of YouTube. Let's see if I can find anyone that y'all are familiar with. Official Crystal Clear TV is on right now. Y'all, I think I'm going to jump over there even though we're live and tell her hi. We got Claudette modding for her. I don't see a whole lot of folks in active chat, but hey, I'm going to hit the thumbs up. I'm going to say, hey, y'all, let me see. I should be able to share for, I will. Copy link. Before let's say, hey, y'all, and then I'll share the link here, y'all. I have her muted just so I don't throw a flag. Alrighty, let's jump back over here to us.